Posted by you/anonymous12_. I, 26F, and my fiancé, 27M, got engaged in February 2024, and we are planning our wedding for next March, on the anniversary of the day we first met. We began planning the wedding in May 2024, and the theme is light blue and white. It's important to note that my fiancé is an only child. A couple of weeks ago, I was shopping for wedding dresses with my mom and sister when I found a lovely dress that only needed a little tailoring to fit me. When I sent photos to my fiancé, he thought it was beautiful too. Now here's the problem: my future mother-in-law was over when my fiancé showed her the dress. She immediately called me, but I ignored her since I was still with my mom and sister. When I got back to my fiancé's house, my future mother-in-law was waiting for me. As soon as I walked through the door, she immediately got up from the couch and accused me of lying, claiming I had promised to wear her dress. I never had. This was such an out-of-the-blue reaction from my future mother-in-law, as we normally get along really well. I told her I had never promised her anything, but she yelled at me, calling me a liar and saying I didn't deserve to marry my fiancé. I was so taken aback that I just walked away. I've done so much to make sure this woman likes me, and now she doesn't because I don't want to wear her wedding dress that went out of style 50 years ago? Once I had stormed off to my room, my fiancé joined me after sending his mother back to her house. He asked what had happened, and I explained my side of the story, how I was suddenly accused of all these lies I never told. He then explained his mom's side of things, which was that apparently, when I first started dating my fiancé, my future mother-in-law had shown me her wedding dress, and I had said I would love to get married in it. I started dating my fiancé 5 years ago. I honestly don't remember ever saying that, but it was so long ago that I might have. Still, I don't think I would have, as the dress isn't the prettiest. The next day, I woke up to messages from my future mother-in-law saying that I'm such a liar and that my fiancé shouldn't marry a liar. To be honest, I teared up as I read those messages because I had tried so hard to be liked by her, and I thought I was. I told my fiancé about the messages, and he said she's probably just hurt that I don't want to wear her dress. But it's my wedding, why can't I wear what I want? Please tell me your opinions. Update 1 day later. Hi, I'm not sure how to start this, but I sat my fiancé down and talked to him about my future mother-in-law. When he finally gave me the time to actually talk, I mentioned how I wanted to wear my own dress to my wedding, and he once again brought up how it was also for our parents. WTF? I calmly explained that it was a union between us, not our parents, and unless his mom wanted to pay for our entire wedding, it was our wedding. Then I mentioned how he originally thought the dress I wanted was beautiful, and he only changed his mind when his mom raised the issue. He admitted that he only said it was beautiful because he thought that's what I wanted to hear, and that he actually found it ugly. I didn't react to that comment and instead suggested wearing something else of his mom's. He completely shut down that idea, saying his mom offered the dress, and I couldn't take something else if she hadn't offered it. He added that I should be grateful she offered her dress. I admit I was angry and replied, "Am I marrying you or your mother?" When I asked him this, he yelled, saying that what his mom was asking wasn't a big deal and that I was blowing it out of proportion. After he said I was making a big deal out of my wedding dress, I stormed out and called my mom to explain the whole situation. When I went back downstairs, he was gone, and he texted me saying he's going to stay with his mom until I come to my senses. I'm now rethinking my whole relationship because I can't marry him if I'm also marrying his mother. I'm not going to be one of those people on Reddit talking about my horrible mother-in-law, even though I sort of am. Second update 1 day later. Thank you all for the comments, I appreciate them so much. I talked to my mom, and she said that my fiancé is acting weird and immature. Yesterday, my fiancé's mom called me, saying we needed to talk, and I agreed. She started by saying that I was going back on a promise, and that she was hurt by it. I never got the chance to defend myself before she said she was willing to move past it if I wore her dress. I completely shut down that idea and expressed that it was my day, and I want to wear what I want. I then offered to wear something else of hers if she wanted that. She didn't, she wants me to wear her dress. I tried again to explain that I wasn't comfortable wearing her dress, that I never promised to wear it, and that it might have been one of my fiancé's ex-girlfriends. However, she didn't accept this and blew up at me over the phone, calling me a liar, unworthy, and a witch. I hung up on her and blocked her number. Then my fiancé texted me, saying it wasn't fair to yell at his mother about the dress and that I was acting immature, but she was the one who blew up at me. I texted my fiancé to meet me at our house to talk things out. He refused, saying he would come tomorrow. So now, I'm waiting for him to show up. Third update 1 day later. Hello everyone, once again thank you for the kind words and comments. I appreciate them so much and didn't expect this to blow up like it did. I wish I could reply to all of you. I talked with my fiancé about his childish behavior and how I was angry at both him and his mom for trying to pressure me into wearing the dress. He tried to respond, but I quickly cut him off, continuing to say that it was no longer just about the dress, it was about how he took his mother's side over mine. He, of course, wasn't happy with this and said he was only taking the side that was right. I disagreed, pointing out that the dress is a huge part of a wedding, and I wouldn't wear something I wasn't comfortable with. I also reiterated that he should be backing me, not his mother, if we were to get married. He got super pissed off because I said if instead of when. He started yelling, saying I was going to cancel our wedding over a stupid dress and that this must all be some kind of joke. I stood my ground and told him that this whole situation has made me question whether I want to marry him. He, surprise, surprise, tried to storm out again. I followed him and told him that he had to talk to me or I would end things. He whipped around and slapped me. I stood there in shock as he slammed the front door and ran back to his mommy. Safe to say, I am not marrying this man, and I'm texting him just that. Thank you so much for all your comments. I can't explain how much you've all helped me. Fourth update 16 hours later. Hello again, this will be a short update. Thank you once more for all the kind words, and even for some of the not so kind ones. This morning, I went to the police station and filed for a restraining order, which will soon be taken to court. I've taken photos of the mark on my cheek from when he slapped me and also have video footage of him coming to and leaving my house. Hopefully, everything goes well, and I can finally leave him and his crazy mom behind. I've decided to use the wedding venue to host an early birthday party for myself. I'm also going to take the honeymoon trip with my sister. I took your advice and unblocked him and his mom, though I quickly had to mute them after his mom blew up my phone. I texted my ex-fiancé, calling things off and telling him he's a jerk. He replied by saying he's sorry, etc., and bombarded my phone with messages asking me to forgive him. Sorry for the short update, this will probably be my last one for a while. Thanks again for all the comments and support.